Almost there. And we are live. Live. Very nice. Very nice. Where are we? Where is Jerome? What is Jerome doing? Just getting the share link right now. There we go. And heading on over to yours truly with Lizzo C's board, where a bunch of us post our live streams. Thank you, Lizzo, for being awesome. And it looks like we're good, so let's just go check out the stream quality now. Tap to unmute. Okay, just waiting to come on in. There we go. Looks like we are good to go. Okay, just waiting to come on in. There we go. So I shall shut this down. Power off. I'll put that away. And we shall get ready with our stream now. So we're gonna rock and roll soon, folks. Awesome. Hey, Manuela, nice to see you. Just give me a minute. Just shutting down the external hotspot I had. There we go. That's awesome. It always gets a little shaky when you have to touch the screen for a minute. Okay. That's good to go. Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. Got this from an artist named Tracy yesterday over at the North Vancouver Shipyards Night Market. So if you're in the Shipyards area in North Vancouver, the Shipyards District, you can check out Tracy. Great little hat right here. Love it. Anyways, we're over here at YVR today, Vancouver International Airport, and we're going to stroll around here and see what's lit up in Metro Vancouver over here on the Sea Island, which is over here in Richmond, BC. This is actually where the airport is. So let's get up and let's go around and let's check out the airport. Awesome. Of course, we came on into the airport on the SkyTrain here. Came in here and you actually saw a SkyTrain leaving at the start of the stream. And there is the sign right there, YVR-Airport. And this would be platform 1. And we're going to head out this way. So, because we tapped in, you got to tap on out. And if you were heading to U.S. and international flights, you'd head this way. And that'll take you over to the international bay. And if you were heading on over to the other bay, well, you can take it that way. And that'll take you to the domestic flights. So let's head around and let's see what's up. We're going to head on over to the international section first. There's the airport station right there for you folks. What a nice day. It is a nice, warm 23 degrees outside. Very minimal humidity. So it's just one of those types of days here in Vancouver. Let's head on down. Doesn't take long to get here from UBC. All you have to do is jump on the 99 and then on the Canada line and you're over here. And of course the same thing if you happen to be in the downtown. Whoops, I wanted to show that. There's the airport tower right there for you. And here we are. This is how we get over to the international section for international flights if you're flying out. And if you do have a car, there's plenty of parking on over here. I'm not a driver, so I don't know if it's expensive or not. You're going to have to check that out yourself if you are a driver. And of course, this is one of the best times to come down here to the airport if you want to film. And you can film inside of the airport. Never had anyone tell me I can't. I've passed many a security guard. Because this is when most people are traveling. If you come later in the day, it gets very, very quiet, very quick. There'll still be a bunch of people traveling, but nowhere near as much, because people would like to travel around or either in the early morning or the midday so they can get to where they want to go and relax. Look at those totem poles out there, eh? Yeah, of course, you can see the other side right here. And the back there is actually the Fairmont Hotel, and that is where we have the Fairmont Airport Hotel. So if you wanted to stay at the Fairmont, which is lauded as one of Canada's best hotel chains in the area, that would be one of the places you could stay for the Fairmont over here in Richmond. So we'll just wait right here and cross with this guy. Power and numbers. And of course you can see an RCMP car over here because we are in Richmond, British Columbia, and it says Richmond right on the side of the car. Lots of people out here just waiting for their rides. They've probably just arrived here in Vancouver. Now, we'll be heading all over Vancouver, a whole bunch of different destinations, but mainly, probably most of them are heading to downtown. Looks like there's a few hockey people here. Slow on down. That person had a Kin's Farms Market bag, so they're probably coming back home. Kin's Farm Market is a very popular food chain over here where you buy your produce. It rivals our City Avenue. And you can see Kin's Farms Markets all over. See, we're over in the departure section. We won't be going on into any place that we really can't go. Yeah, if we hit a dead end at any point in time, we'll turn around and head back the other way. There goes the SkyTrain right there for you folks. So you can take a SkyTrain right out of here, and it'll take you two different ways, either over to Vancouver, through Vancouver, or it'll take you the other way and further into Richmond. So all of those options are available. Turn here. Looks like there's two passengers right there. Looks like they got their little quarter stalls here. And let's head on in. Here is international departures here. Sounds like we got a busker in today. Let's head out first to the Fairmont, which is right here. There's the Fairmont for you. There's the logo. This is a nice little place. Gives you a little bridge so that you can look out over all the people here at the airport. Of course, if you're heading on over into the airport, heading on over to the Fairmont, this is the direction you head. The concierge desk over here. Oh, wow, look at this. When I usually come to film here, this section is not very busy. There's a lot of travelers flying right now. That would be the United stand. when I am flying to the States on work, United is one of the airlines that I use. We're just going to poke our head in here. We're not going to actually head on it. You can see the hotel right here in all its glory. A restaurant back there, and then also they got the concierge desk right there. And then on over here, you can just see all of the different lineups over here. You got WestJet right in front of us here, the International WestJet, and then Air Canada and a few others out back there. Let's go on down and let's check the crowds. Just give me a sec, folks. Just want to change something else too. Just give me a second. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let's move that. Almost there, folks. Great. So we'll head on down the stairs here and into the airport area. So if you're coming when the buskers are playing, this is the peak time for the airport. And there is a few bussers that do come here. They get permission to play here. It's a bit of a lottery for that. Head down to this section first. Manuel is saying very cloudy in Vancouver. We have the highest storm warning right now in Germany. Ah! Yeah, it's a bit of an overcast day here today. I will agree with you. We tend to get the similar weather to Germany. After talking to Manuela so often on the live streams. Here's United right here. Of course, people here lining up to check their bags on it. And then once they've checked in their bags or they've checked in, then they head behind the stalls here and they walk along a path to the International. And then there's extra space here, but it's really not used very often. There are some times, though, when you get a lot of traffic into the airport. You can see people over here using the self-serve kiosks. This is where they can enter in their information. There's usually a few people, you can see in the blue smocks right there, that are available to help. If you're not that savvy with the airport station or airport sign-in stations. Of course, I generally, if I can, sign in online these days when I come on over to the airport. And we'll be coming on over to the airport near the end of June, just after our Pride weekend. Because work needs me to travel, don't worry. Probably won't be able to film because I'll be heading on over to the States and we're leading a project on over there, so I'll have plenty of Vancouver videos filled up. I already started recording them. Just putting one each day into the back catalog, so at least we have at least one for you. Here's your priority if you're flying super elite to the United States on Air Canada right here. And this is where you'll come now. And this can change up every once in a while. Generally they're here though. And then over here, here's the Air Canada International flights right here. And look at all the people here, eh? Oh wow, that's a lot of folks. Of course, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. That'll shoot the channel out to more people. Here's one of our buskers right here. He's got a vat full of American dollars. Smart busker. Let's keep going. Oh wow, look at all the bags. People are traveling with a lot more bags these days. And they're paying for it, so that's perfectly fine. You hardly ever see anyone over here having a fit. Really don't want to have a fit at the airport. Over here, I just don't want to get in the way of these people. This is Alaska Airlines right here. They're pretty good too to travel all over the United States. And there's the board right there for the international flights. Let's keep heading. See all the people doing what they typically do. And then you'll see different newsstands, currency exchanges. The currency exchange has got a lot of different places. If I want to get some money though, I generally just go to my local bank before I travel. And they'll be able to change any kind of dollar amounts that I need changed. Not asking for anything exorbitant, usually just carrying a little bit of cash. Over here, this is the Nexus office, so to head on over to the States, Canada and US, that's the Nexus office right there. If you ever need it, you can come on into the airport to do it. And of course, I'm not flying today, so, you know, you can come to the airport whenever you want. You might not be able to go into the actual departure bays when you go through the gates, but hey, you can come on over here. If you are looking for a place to chill out, there's a nice quiet upstairs lounge up here where you can eat some food. It's like some teenagers picking up their friends on over here. Over here is one of the food carts. It's got everything from Vietnamese to North American. Oh, nice to see you, John. Emmanuel is here too. We're just over at the YVR airport right now. Now, this is one of the third busiest airports here in North America, according to Wikipedia at least. Just crowdsourced information. There's one of your North American fares right there, Freshie. And this airport was built in the 1960s. And just around the time of, there's Pajo's right there. This is an awesome little fish and chips place. It's great that they have it down here too. They have burgers, they have fried fish, they have all that type of stuff. Pajo's is great. Of course, if you want some comfort food, airport always has things like Wendy's and stuff. Let's dash through here. So busy. Look at this. This is irregular traffic in here. And there's usually around a lot of people. I think I read it right. It was like 120,000 people travel through this. It's got to be more than that. It's upwards of the millions. It's 14 million people travel through this airport. Anyways, you can check the article on Wikipedia. My memory does not do this. So there's friends who are leaving. And over here, and this is one of those security gates. Here's our Vancouver marketplace right here. You can pick up souvenirs and some snacks before you head on out. And there's also the urban market over here where you can get some good food. Look at how busy it is here today. Let's swing back past the sculptures. And we'll keep going. Looks like an exchange program is here right now. Students here for the exchange program. If you're looking for some artwork before you leave, you can get some indigenous artwork over here at the Latimer Gallery. They have t-shirts and shawls and all this stuff. I might actually come here because they got some really good indigenous t-shirts. My dad just loves that artwork. He loves it on a t-shirt. Definitely a good Christmas gift. And right here, well, and this is the Jake Canoe by Bill Reed. And it wasn't originally here, but it's here now. Showcasing our indigenous art in the area. Is that not cool? And Bill Reed is a very famous indigenous artist here. Look at that. You can stand from any direction here, and this is epic. Look at those canoe paddles there. Riding one of the old war canoes. There's Bill Reed's signature in the back there for you. That's how their paddles originally looked. Oh, they got a beaver on this side paddling with the humans. That's hilarious. I love it. A little bit of humor mixed in there. Just a great little piece of art here. Oh, and look at this. This is Arrivals. Let's head on down to International Arrivals. It's not a very big bay. We'll head on down really quick and we'll check it out for you. And of course, if you like a little bakery over here, this is one of the best bakeries over here. And even if you're leaving departures, you can come on over to the international section here and you can head on over to any of these restaurants that's in the open section, the public section. So we'll head down to the departure bay for international departures. Love this little place on over here. There's lots of different choices and stuff here, but like for example, here's some of the artwork that you can pick up. Cards, framed pictures. I love the little hummingbirds or whatever they are. The West Coast hummingbirds. There's Urban Cycle over there. During this time of day, this place is always busy. Always. Look at that. Just flows upon flows of people. So yeah, let's head on down to the international arrivals. And I just showed you international departures. And of course you can come on in here to see both. This is the departure board right here, and then they have arrivals over on this side. You got Canada departures here and international US departures there. So let these guys do first. So I'm not getting in the way. And here's the arrivals bay right on over here. This is the area where you have the Tim Hortons that you can access if you don't know where another Tim Hortons is in the airport. And over here, this is your Skylinks bus that'll take you over to Whistler. There's also a ground transportation connections out here and some taxi cabs. Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. It looks like some of our French locals coming back home. Very cool. Or maybe they were just dropping off people. They didn't have any big bags. Very cool. Over here, this is where last time when I was picking up Asif, and he was coming back from his trip to Bangladesh to see his family and everything. This is where I sat and waited. And you can see lots of seating here. Generally, it doesn't get filled up, but if it does get a little busy and you're waiting to pick up someone, you should probably just sit down, grab a seat, sit on your phone. Some of them have chargers in them, so even for the people just waiting for departures. Here's another one of the currency exchanges. You'll see these ICE currency exchanges all over the airport, just in case you need them. And here's the information booth for the airport right down here at the departures. And here's some people just coming from the departures right now, the international departures. And the gate's just right behind here. So they just walk on over there and come on through this section. Almost everyone. Sometimes you'll have an international flight come through the regional section or domestic section. The domestic sections are able to accept international flights if there's cramped, and then they have different protocols for that. I'm not quite sure what they are, but they do that from occasion. Rarely, but it does happen. Hey Rodrigo, nice to see you. John's here, Emmanuela's here, several other people on the street. This is where people will have different cars. They're waiting to pick up folks. The kids had signs for their mom coming back in. That was so cute. Occasionally you'll come down here, people have like the craziest signs like for like their loved ones as they're coming back in. It's absolutely hilarious. You could probably make a TikTok show just of that. Nice to see you, Rodrigo's from Brazil. We're just over here at YVR Airport. Here is where you come on down for the Tim Hortons if you're in the area. This is a very busy Tim Hortons. They get you through pretty quick. These guys are on the ball. But you can see just how long the lineup is. Wow. And it's just collecting more and more. They do have a CDS limited baggage services over here. Not quite sure. Never used them, so I'm not quite sure beyond that their baggage service is what they do. Let's head on through this section here so we don't trip over anyone. Look at that. They got a nice little eating area right there for you. And at the back here, they do have a chapel for you that does cover most denominations. The chaplain there is trained to help with multiple religions. I think it's just a regular chaplain. Oh, here's Hudson News. They're awesome. Give them a tip. They work hard. If you do go to them. Let's keep going. Every once in a while they come down here on a blue moon just to go for a lark. Did have a few people ask me to come to the airport, so that's why we're here. This is your grab and go SIM place right here. So if you need some SIM cards, this is the SIM shop right here. This is the first place once you get off the airport you can come to. Right down here. They are a little more expensive than other places, but hey, they're right here in the airport. So sometimes that's handy. There's the departures, international departures. So let's head on over to domestic now and check that out. Here on the public side of the airport, look at that Latimer Gallery logo right there. Love it. Absolutely love it. Here we go. Give me a sec here, folks. There you go. Adjusting the camera just a little bit for my wrist. No big problems here. Along here, and you'll have occasional stores, and then a lot of walking too. And a lot of these are just places for snacks and stuff like that. Pick up snacks, pick up maybe a souvenir before you're leaving, that type of thing. They usually have bags and other things that people need too. It doesn't hurt to pop on in. That one has books and magazines as well, so you can pick up some reading material. And over here now we're into the British Airways section. This airport has a lot of flights that go either over into Europe or Asia. On the international side, we're still on the international side. It's a very, very much longer side than the domestic side. See all the people coming on in right now, waiting for their flights. Keep coming here. Here's Air China right here. You can see it's just packed. This really is one of the West Coast hubs for travel. Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. Very cool. And for a travel over to Asia. It's great to see. These people are probably heading on over to see family, do business, all that type of thing. Hey, Jeffrey, nice to see you. No, I'm not going anywhere. Hey, Rocky, nice to see you. Are you flying somewhere? No. And Arlene, nice to see Arlene, Jeffrey, Rocky, Rodrigo, John, and Manuela. Good to see you. No, I'm not flying, but I had a few requests to come on over here and just film the airport. So just fulfilling that request for those people that asked me to come on over here and film it. So I guess it's just because people are flying. I will be flying at the end of June out, so I'll do another little stream at that point in time if I have some time. Yeah, it's a pretty big place, the airport. We're just in the international here, but the domestic is much smaller. Over here, this is Korean Air as well. And again, you can see how this is a hub. It's really getting you out of there. Oh, Kevin, you got rain right now in Toronto, eh? Well, I feel for you, but I'm from Vancouver now, originally from Toronto, so, but here in Vancouver, we get used to the rain pretty quick. Aka's like, you should go to Thailand with Asif and stream it. Well, we can film in Thailand without any issues. So, which is pretty cool about Thailand itself. We've been talking about and traveling there. And definitely something to check out in the future. But right now, until my team gets its extra 2 employees that the company is hiring, I really can't take a vacation. That's why we're hiring. We're one of the few departments that is hiring right now in the company because they're just overwhelmed with work. Arlene's saying one of the nicest airports has been in. Yeah, this place is actually voted from 2012 to 2000 as one of the best airports in the world. I'm not quite sure, if that would sit up to everyone's reputation. Okay, and there's Flair right there, but that's Flair traveling internationally. But yeah, Skytrack awarded it one of the best airports in the world. It's all a little information that you memorize when you're reading Wikipedia before you head on out. Over here is a nice little area. This is a chill zone. On over here. Of course, here is special assistance for Air Canada if you need it. But over here is one, this is the Graham Clark atrium right here. And we have a nice little totem pole right here for you folks. Oops. There you go. Beautiful little piece of artwork right here. You can see one of the eagles at the bottom here with the killer whale. So cool. Okay. Let's head on over to another section. Jeff Bowie, Jeff's saying, you walk there? Yeah, you can walk here. This is a great place for me to come and film on rainy days, or in this case, at the request of several people, most likely who are traveling, and just want to see the airport. And here's our big international air domestic board here, and this is all Air Canada right here. So, and they'll get busy again. They come in waves, but I guess that's pretty standard for all airports. So let's head on over to domestic departures. You can check out domestic arrivals as well. Here is the domestic departures bay right here. Looks like there's been a little bit of construction. This little section right here was open before. Now it's been walled off. You can see that in many different Canadian airports right now. And the piano's moved on over. And it's not playing right now. Oh, that's unfortunate. I have a self-playing piano there that's not self-playing. Probably needs to be repaired. Those things do break down. So this is the main hall right here. Head down to domestic departure gate. It's right at the end there. Head on over here first. And we'll swing back over that way. Over here, this would be your domestic departures check-in. And again, little currency exchanges just hiding at the back here if you need them. This would be Air Canada right here. And Air Canada is one of the major ones, so there's even more that you can see. And here, this would be more of your super elite over here. And then this is your regular Air Canada over on this side, right on over here. You're flying. a lot of flights out of here will head on over to Calgary or Winnipeg, but they have flights also to Toronto and all over the country. See all these people in airport mode. Yeah, you can have a dog. Not quite sure what the rules are with dogs, but yeah, you can have a dog on the airplane. Well, we don't have a dog, so we don't have to worry about that type of thing. When you're over here, you'll see a lot of people like welders and the construction workers who head on over to major projects flying through this area. So, definitely interesting to see. So we got a news department on over here right now. Their big old camera. Yeah, dog's probably going holding. Here's WestJet on this side as well. So you can see WestJet, and you can see the big departures board that's over here as well. Just a hub of activity. Last time I was over here, I was actually taking a flight on Porter over to Vaughan. And the Toronto area to do business over in the Toronto office. And around the Toronto area, so we went on over to Toronto. We were so busy, we were in Vaughan, we were also in Oakville. We were just traveling around for those last few days. I'm very busy. Here's Air North. This is the Yukon airline on over here. So you can see they're not busy right now, but when they are busy, they're usually packed. And then Flair. Flair is a nice little affordable place if you want to travel. They're usually reliable, a little more reliable than WestJet, I would say. Got a little bit of a beef with WestJet. But if you are going to fly business, okay, where'd Porter go? This used to be the Porter. They can change these over anytime they want. Looks like WestJet today, but if you were here on a weekday, okay, this would be Porter right here. And I like to fly business for Porter. Oh, it looks like Porter's actually moved. Looks like there's a sign on over here saying Porter this way. Check-in at counters 105 to 135. So things are changing. And here is the gates for domestic departures, the security gates that you can go on through. So you just line on up. If you're verified, you can head on through here, or this is the lineup right here. Not quite sure where Porter is, but hey, whatever. Oh, look at this. You can pick up some Canucks gears before you leave if you want. A little hockey hoodie. That's cool. Over here at this little books and music store. That's definitely fun. I guess it's the Virgin store. Let's take a dip down to domestic arrivals, and then we'll come back up here. If you're heading down to domestic arrivals here, of course, this is our big bay on over here. We just walk through this area. Okay. And there you can see the side on over here. Okay. But domestic arrivals is right down here. So we'll head on down. Down we go. Down, down into the deeps. Over here, there's a few other restaurants and access to some really cool indigenous artwork on over in this section right here. So this would be your domestic arrivals. And this is where Ashley was waiting for me when I came on in from Toronto the last time I was here. That trip also to Vaughan and Oakville. You can see the baggage carols. And then again, that typical newsstand that you'll see in this area right on over here. See, here is the arrivals right here. You can actually walk into this section. You see all of these people. They've already gone through clearance on the way out. I think it's really just a gate. Once you land, you've already been cleared on the other side. And then over here, you can see just a bunch of signs of people. Welcome to Vancouver. So obviously, there's some people coming on in for an exchange trip, it looks like. You see a lot of that in the summertime, different exchange programs that the kids and teenagers participate in. So very cool. And of course, if you're on a cruise, this is Princess Cruise right here, and they have all the bags already ready, and they're going to load it onto a truck and take you all over the place. So cool, eh? Let's head on out of this section. Let's go check out some of that indigenous artwork. Here again is a CDS baggage storage. I think that's where you just put your bags if you want to store them for a few hours. When I'm traveling, we normally don't carry a big pack. Usually we'll pack really light, just because it's way more efficient if you just have a carry-on. And of course, computers these days are so small. You can pretty much pack them in. They don't even weigh too much. Let's keep going here. Over here is where you can see some indigenous artwork. And there's a few more shops and restaurants down here. And of course, there's a way to come on into the airport down through here too, because there's another level right down there. And you can see the logo for the 7-Eleven. Oh, really, this is the shining gem right down in this section right here. Just some beautiful indigenous artwork down here. Look at that right there. And then the other bay is right on over here. They're having more people come on in to the airport. And again, just some more baggage carols right here. So if you are in the area, this would be one of the other sections you might come out if you're flying domestically in the area and into this side of the baggage carols. So now you know. And there's a really nice little coffee shop tucked in right on over there, called Paper Plains Coffee. So if you're down here, you can get a nice little coffee if you are in the area. Let's head on back up. And there's the cafe right on over there, Paper Plains Coffee. Cafe, sorry. Let's head on up. Down over here, this is your Musqueam Center. We are, of course, on Musqueam, the indigenous group called the Musqueam. It's part of the three main groups here in the Metro Vancouver area: Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and the Squamish. Asif and me were actually walking through Squamish territory yesterday, and we were over in walking along the Spirit Trail over in North Vancouver. The reserves are built in and around North Vancouver. Or North Vancouver is really more built in and around the reserves, to be honest. Let's keep walking here. This would be one of the main food courts over in this side over here. So if you are in need of some grub, this is the place to come. I got a nice little Subway right here. Now all of these prices, sometimes they're priced a little more, and Subway generally is priced a little bit more. And some of them just have regular prices. So shop carefully if you are in the area. You got your A&W right there. Okay. Some more of that country. Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. Very cool. I love the airport workers. They work hard. So you gotta appreciate that. Here's Japadog on over here. One of my favorite places to come and get a snack when I'm in the area. And then finally, this is also one of the other places you can get your Timmy's fix if you're in the area. So those are the two main Timmy areas. And they got a nice food area here. But of course, you don't just have to eat down here. You can eat up there where the observation booth is. So let's head on up there. And there's even more options if you are flying in the area, where you can get some more food over on this side, right on over here. There's your Starbucks. Let's head on up. Actually, that's later. They move faster when you stand on them, so that's how they're done. They're slowed until someone gets on them. Look at that right there. Wow. And here you are up here at the observation booth. Check this out. Get to see some planes over here. Definitely cool. Let's come on in here. Look, here comes one of the jets just coming on in right now, trawling on in to park on up. Very cool. And then over here you can see one of the same types of planes right there. So that's the plane that's trawling in right now too. And there's one of the Air Canada trucks coming on out. Bet that's an Air Canada plane. Yeah, that is an Air Canada plane. Trawling right there. Moving around. And it looks like it's going to park on over at Bay 30 or Bay 31 right on over there. Of course, on over here that's the Pacific Ocean, way on over there, out there. You can see one of the boats if you got a real good eye out there. That'd be the MCG, or MGC. Wow, it's traveling all the way over here today. Very cool. Sometimes you see it in the harbor. And then, of course, over here, that's your Flair Airlines. And those are probably the Toronto, Alberta, or flights. There goes a plane right there, right now, taking off. Very cool, eh? They go off real quick. So that's something that you can come and see if you are in the area. Very cool. And the observation booth. There comes in another plane right now. Very, very cool. And there's the plane that just finished trawling. It looks like it's moving over. Yeah, it's getting ready to set up for Bay 31 right there. Or it might just do opening right on there because there's 32 and 33 right here. They'll bring the stairs out and people can climb down the stairs. So very cool little area for you. And of course on over here there's the terminals on over here telling you when things are coming in and leaving. Right on over here. Here is what I was talking about. This is where they got all of their awards. Right on over here. Just come on over here for a sec and show you that. There is their Skytrack Awards. Best Airport in North America, 2010, all the way to 2021. Best airport in North America. That is high praise. Now, some of these sections are a bit dated, but there has been an overhaul that came here around 2005. They did refresh some areas, but some areas still look like they're back from the 1960s. They probably just refreshed it. Didn't really change it much. Just made it fresh. And there is some of the main airports. right there. That is cool, eh? And look at that right there. So we'll wind our way around the Starbucks. There should be another opening on the... Oh, I don't think there's an opening on the other side right now. And they closed that down. If you are in the area, you just bring your garbage over here. They have attendants that would handle with that. And there's your Starbucks right there if you need your Starbucks fix. Head back down that tunnel right there. And I'll show you how you can get back over to the SkyTrain. So if you are here, okay, you know that if you are arriving, you can come right up here if you're in domestic arrivals. Okay, right up here. And then you can head on this way, and this will take you over to the train, the SkyTrain. Over here, there's a whole bunch more newsstands and places to come. Here's the iStore if you're an iPhone fanatic. iPhone's pretty cool. Manuel's like, I love Jaffa Dogs. Yeah, me too. There's so many different options too when you're talking about Jaffa Dog. It's just like, which one do I pick? I want. Or passing through there, they have the Vancouver Aquarium and they have their own little store on over here. Lots of plush little animals, different t-shirts for the kids. Very, very cool. Very awesome.
Look with your eyes, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Someone doing some good parenting back there. Look with your eyes, don't touch. I've said that when I've been watching my cousins and nephew before. Like with your eyes, don't touch. And here we are back at the border between domestic arrivals and international arrivals, right on over here. And to get to the train, we're going to head on up here. Head on up the escalator over here. These ones are slowed too, so they'll slow down sometimes if people haven't been on them for a while, but there's lots of people coming in and out right now, so that's not the same right now. And you can see the top of the totem pole right on over here in the Graham Clark atrium. Beautiful. And then on over here, this is our way to get back to the SkyTrain. So let's head on back to the SkyTrain. There's more of the boards for you if you need them. Well, we'll have lots of people heading through this area in early August. People coming for Pride. Our Pride here in Metro Vancouver is in early August. So then that gives the opportunity for people, if they want to travel across Canada or travel internationally to other Pride events, to do that, which happen also in June and July. Some of them happen even earlier in April or May, or even later around the world in September and October. So some people will travel to Pride from event to event to event to event. It's really interesting. And I'm just saying that because that's the big event that's going to be happening next year. And you'll see traveling all across through this airport for events too, heading over to Asia, like Eid and stuff like that. So lots and lots of different travel. There is all of the domestic arrivals just waiting for the different cars right there for you. And there's where you can pick them up if you want. And of course, there's always a slew of police officers here because it's the airport. What can you say? Over here, if you're coming out of internationals, you can come over to this little space on over here, and you can see these totem poles right here. They're absolutely gorgeous to check on out. And some people would say these are random totem poles at the airport. They're not random in any way, shape, or form. They're here because the indigenous people of this area have unceded claims to this land. And then more air. More sculptures right here. Look at that crow standing right there. Hey, crow. Very cool. Over here is, if you're coming into this area, you can actually get a compass card right on over here. This would be your compass card. I'll show you that right now. This is how you get around on transit here in Vancouver. You can get the cards out of the machines. They cost a little more over here, around $9. If you go on into the city and go on into any of the other airports, it won't be as much. It'll be a lot cheaper. A few bucks cheaper. But if you want your card right away, that's the place to get it. Well, this is just like any other SkyTrain. You tap on it to get on in here. And we'll just wait for the SkyTrain. It's coming in 4 minutes. And you can see just how busy it does get here at the airport. Now there is another terminal here. That's way on over there on the other side of the airport, right on over there. And that would be your South Airport terminal. And that's for your seaplanes and other planes that land here at the YVR airport. And it'll take you on over to different parts of Vancouver, including the islands. Look at all the people that are here. Arlene's like, can you pay for just the trip into the city? Yeah, you can pay for just a trip into the city. You can just go to the terminals. Okay, these are the transfer terminals on over here, or exit tickets. But yeah, you can pay for like a pass. You can pay for just, you know, a few rides, or you can get your compass card. There's all of those different options available. You can also just use your credit card. I actually forgot my card yesterday. Just wanted to give you a better window view. I had to use my credit card yesterday when we headed on over to North Vancouver because I forgot my regular card. And that's the way you can pay that one fare with your credit card, Arlene. So that's an excellent question to ask. Right here. Here's our giant parking lot right on over here that you can see. Some people will come on over here, park their car, sleep overnight, and just to make sure that they're here for the next day. I don't know how much this costs though. I can't tell you that. And there's more of the South Airport right on over there. It's that section too. Would you try the train next time? Caught a cab before. Would try the train next time. Caught a cab before. Yeah, I like the cabs. The trains and don't always run. So that's a very good point. It's around 6:30 in the morning that the trains start to run. So there's been a few times I've come from a work trip and I've landed here, and it's been really early in the morning or really late at night. And at that point in time, you gotta get a taxi cab out of here or an Uber. So I prefer the taxi cabs because I got the Beck app on my phone. There goes the airplane that just took off. And you can order the taxi cab to come. There's a SkyTrain right now for you. There we go. See if we can get a good seat. Just waiting for some people. Awesome. You got a good seat. Let's adjust this this view for us right here. There you go. It looks like it's getting a little foggy there, so we'll just hold it.
It's the best way to carry it.
The Sky Train right on over here. Now above ground, you can ride this all the way over to Bridgeport Station, okay? And then you can make the transfer head on into Richmond and still ride above it. But once you get over to Marine Drive Station, just across the Fraser River, it'll actually go underground. So those are some things to keep in mind. So I won't be streaming after Marine Drive Station. But you get a little bit of a SkyTrain view right now, right here. Now there are a few points of interest as we're coming along here, where there's different stations. So we'll be heading through three different stations: Seabreeze Station as well as Templeton Station. They both have their own different important points. Kevin's saying Vancouver is beautiful in the summer. Yeah, it absolutely is. It's been a little cooler this year. A lot of rain's been putting out the forest fires, which we've been fortunate about. Forest fires are a natural part of British Columbia. That's how a lot of the trees, like the Sitka spruce that are over here, actually seed. And they have to, the husk has to go up to like 16,000 degree warmth, and then the husk burns off, and then they start to seep into the ground with this like protected outer coater while the forest fire is still on. It's so neat to hear about the psychology stuff. I don't want to bore you too much with that.
Sea Island Center.
A lot of people are like, oh, there's forest fires. Forest fires are a natural part of the ecology of British Columbia, so it's important to remember that too. And here's Sea Island Center. Sorry, I said Sea Breeze Center before. I mix them up from time to time. Sea Island Center. Hey Lisa, nice to see you. Just came from the airport. We're on the SkyTrain right now. Doing a little SkyTrain. We're over at Sea Island Center right now. This will take you on over to the parking spaces where you can park your car. So you can get off here and you can go and jump on your car. In your car that you've parked on out here. It's also a place for workers if they're coming to get on over here. I was talking to one of the guys on the way over here on the SkyTrain. He works on over at the airport, but not directly at the terminals. Over where you park your cars, so you got off over there. And then Templeton Station's another place where you can pick up your cars. They're parked. There comes another SkyTrain right now. Anything planned for Canada Day? Yeah, we'll be heading on over to Canada Place where all the big events in downtown are. So that's where we'll be heading. Good question. Mark, nice to see you too. As always, I wake up and turn on your videos. Thank you. Well, thank you for viewing. It's greatly appreciated. And of course, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Here's Templeton Station here.
For YVR Airport parking.
I'll take you over to the main parking bay right on over here. It's also where you can get off to head on over to the Arthur McGregor Outlet Mall, which is right on over there too. So, and they got different stores from just your regular stores to more expensive stores like your Cole Haan shoe store and all that stuff. So high end to mid-range stores. So we'll take the SkyTrain a little further over to Marine Drive Station. And again, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button and that'll help shoot the stream out to more people. Of course, if you want to support the channel, you can hit the $sign during any of the live streams and send me a super chat or a super sticker. There comes in an airplane too. Very cool.
This train is for
Oh, awesome. Don't know if that's showing up on the camera. It's so cool.
Oh, it's a big one. The wee one.
And if you're watching the recording afterwards, you can hit the heart button and you can send me a super thanks. And then finally, if you're watching, if you want to send me donations directly, you can also through my Interact e-transfer to my email address, jforrestwood@gmail.com. Oh, Mark, thank you for the $20. That's greatly appreciated. Was not expecting that. Very cool. Thank you very much. So it actually enables me to do things like this, travel around Vancouver, cover the costs, so it's greatly appreciated. If you are in the area and you come on the weekend, you can also come on over to the Richmond night market from around 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. I think it opens a little earlier than that, but that's where the location is right there for you. Richmond night market is a great place to get some interesting grub. Definitely there. I just gotta ask him permission if I can film him there someday. There's so much good food across Vancouver. Like this is Richmond right here in the Golden Triangle area. Or Golden Village. Come on over here.
In between here. See it there in the backyard?
So cool.
Down there.
So much good food in this area right here. Even that little black shop right there. There's a nice little cafe in there, or club. Can't remember. Oh, there comes another airplane flying on in right now.
In the scrapyard. Scrap wagon.
There's a little bit of centrifugal force right now on the camera, so it'll be on a little bit of an angle.
Exit here for bus connections to Dawson Ferry Terminal.
I don't know. Never going back again.
Just it. Oh, what is a big one?
There we are. We are at Marine Drive Station. We're about to head on over the bridge, across the Fraser River. We actually already crossed the Fraser River twice because we just left the island, Seabreeze Island.
Landing in Dunville was like, woohoo, start of a vacation. Getting back here, it's just like, it's over.
Over here you can see a bunch of different places, including the Ace Badminton Center that's on over here. Badminton's very popular over here in Richmond, British Columbia. If you got some really good eyes, you might be able to see the silhouettes of the mountains in the background. And then all of those big towers way on over there, that's Burnaby.
This train is for waterfront.
So here we are, heading on down the track. I believe that's the Granville Street Bridge right there. It might be the Canby Street Bridge. I'm not quite sure. One or the other. You can look on your map and Google Maps, find that out. And then on over here, you're going to see the Univar place is being demoed right now. So this building is being taken down. There used to be a big old factory on over there. Let's focus on the train tracks now. Look at that right there. There goes one of the sky trains. It's headed on over to the airport. Or it could be heading to Richmond, one of the two. And of course you can see some of the logging right on over there. Put the logs in the water right after the mill. Let's get a nice view, a bridge view here. And this is just epic. Look at this bridge view. Wow. I love this. This is great. So cool. So cool. And this is Marine Drive Center on over here. Cool. A little Cineplex Odeon over there. There's a T&T grocery store. There's this nice little seafood restaurant over there, Neptune Seafood Restaurant. There's a little Irish pub in there as well. So there's lots of good things in there. And then across the street, there's also a Bubba Waffle Cafe that's open late. So anyways, Mark, thank you very much for the $20 super sticker. It's greatly appreciated. And thanks for coming along today. Again, got this hat over at the North Vancouver night market, Shipyard's night market yesterday, and this is Tracy. She's one of the artists there. So hey, if you're in the area, you can stop by there too. Definitely a place to check out on a Friday night. So anyways, folks, thanks for coming along today, and I'm going to end the stream because we're going to go underground. So I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Thanks, Manuel. That's awesome. And hit that like button if you haven't. That really does help the channel out. Talk to you later, folks. Have a good day.